situation on 2 occasions, couldn't score behind the 18-yard box. So they've missed a lot of chances. In fact, Andrew Sintimenu had a shot right in front of the center line, but he was able to make targets. So it looks like they've created some chances, shooting from afar, tried to score Benjamin Asare from those range, and in the first 45 minutes they were not able to score with any of them.
Okay, so this was the penalty incident there after Stevie Desumukwala went past. I think that was Oko Gripman. Then Kekeli Ato brought him down with a trailing leg there. I mean, that was a poor defensive play from Kekeli Ato, especially when you are in the box and you leave such a trailing leg.
No, but it looks more like a dive.
But there was contact. There was some form of contact.
He was pulling his leg away.
Yeah.
See, sometimes strikers are also very smart.
Yeah.
You will have to leave that leg just for you to establish a contact and then convince the referee. But hey, we are playing the league where there is no technological, solutions to some of these things. And for me,
there was a contact with the knee of Stevie Desmond.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. But
he was smart. You can see that he knew what he wanted.
He wanted it. He wanted, but I think that the problem has to come from
Oko
Gripman. He should have defended well, with this particular tackle before Mukwela got into the box. And, of course. That was a smart move from Mukwela.
So Kekeli Ato there causing the penalty, and when Stevie Mukwala stood behind the ball, there was a little iota of doubt that he was going to convert this one. But surprisingly, Nanedu Wabobo Nashe Frederick Asari, it was a poor penalty.
I think a poor penalty. Most of the times, a call wide, fine. He wanted to meet targets, but he couldn't score. But Obose goalkeeper Nsema, he raised a lot of questions. But I think Mukwala on that score, it was a poor kick from the experienced Mukwala and Kotoko's top scorer this particular season. He's not been bad in the second round, but scoring from that angle, Mukwala didn't meet target, and I think it was a poor kick from the Ugandan striker. I don't know the reason why, but normally he does it well for Asante Kotoko. He's a very good goal scorer. He can score from those angles, especially from that spot kick. But today it was a bad day for Mukwala.
Felix, in as much as we can say it was a poor kick from Stevie Mukwala, we would also have to look at what Benjamin Asari did there, standing his ground, because coming up against a very good penalty taker like Mukwala can be tricky, but he read his body language well and was able to save that. We can give credit to him.
When it comes to penalty and a goalkeeper makes a save, you have to credit him for that. But I was a bit disappointed in Stephen Mukwala, especially for a player who is aiming to win the goal king. Yeah. And when you have penalties like this, they come in great way, and you should have been able to put it at the back of the net. But let's not take anything away from Benjamin. He's been quite good. I think for me, between him and Emmanuel Kobe of Bofakwa, they've been one of the most exciting goalkeepers we've seen in the league, and even Frederick Asari himself. But good goalkeeping. I think the kick should have been retaken, because if you watch the replay again, the goalkeeper had moved both feet, not even just one, both of them off the line. Look at where he was before Mukwala even kicked the ball. He had moved off the line, and I'm very disappointed because I don't know what the linesman, I don't know if the producer can take it a little back. I don't know if the linesman was watching Mukwala or the goalkeeper.
His eye should rather be on the line
on the goalkeeper. Yeah. And that is very, very bad. And we've seen similar situations and circumstances in the Ghana Premier League when it comes to penalties. But
fellas, mostly it's very difficult.
But that is not the case. Yeah. Benjamin Asari was way off his line, and that penalty should have been retaken. The referee Vomawo did not see that. His linesman in this instance did not help him. That is the first assistant linesman. That is Nate Richard. He should have seen. Of course, Frederick Asari was Benjamin Asari was way off his line, and that penalty should have been retaken. But that did not count. And if Benjamin Asari saved that penalty kick, at that point, you can see that Great Olympics grew in confidence again, and they went on to score that important goal, which could prove very, very pivotal for them at the end of the game. It was a free kick that was sent in, and Oko Gripman I think it was a free header, just planted the ball into the net. This is how the free kick was scored here. There was a little nudge at the back of the player, and it resulted in a free kick for Great Olympics, which was beautifully sent in, and Gripman scored for them.
That is a good free kick from Olympics. I told you earlier on about it, from their game they played last weekend against Brekum Chelsea. Olympics had a good game. One of the best games we've seen Awaku playing was that particular game. So I know going to today's game, they would like to do more of the passing, try to create a lot of infringement around the 18-yard box. Anytime it goes into the 18-yard box, they have players who can run in and score from that angle. So once Nicholas Asebonsu, fouled the Olympics player, I know when the cross goes into the 18-yard box, it's going to be dangerous for Asante Kotoko. But it's good Olympics is leading before the first 45 minutes. It puts pressure on Kotoko. And I think, per what I've seen, the best result for Asante Kotoko will be a draw. Coming back to win by 2 goals to 1 or more will be difficult for Asante Kotoko.
Felix, it was a good free kick taken by Matthew Agama, but then poor defending for Kotoko because no one picked up the Oko Gripman, who is very good in the air. I was a bit surprised to see that.
Well, and that is where the issue comes in. If it is a ball that was in motion and a cross was sent in, you might pardon the defenders, but it was a set piece. And when you have a set piece, you have to make sure that you are doing the proper marking in the 18-yard box. But I don't want to take anything away from Oko Gripman. The delivery from the set pieces was superb. The cross was well measured and tailored, and all he had to do is make sure that he had a contact, and that was a very powerful header. And you could see that Frederick Asari didn't even move an inch to prevent that goal. And for Great Olympics, it is a good momentum that they will want to bring in into the second half. And when you score at this particular time of the game, it is very, very important. For Kotoko, they want to come out into the second half and try and get an early equalizer. But Great Olympics can build on this particular first half lead and try and get the remaining 3 points. And Kotoko too are not playing at the Baba Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
So the pressure might not be on
but
them.
There seems to be this lack of urgency and I don't know how to put it, but there seems to be this lack of urgency, lack of desire in the play of Asante Kotoko, because they play with a lot of fire. I saw them against Hartlepool, and that is the problem. They can't keep that consistency that they played against Hartlepool and against other teams like what they are doing in this Olympics game.
I always tell you, when things are not working for Steve Mukwala, it affects Kotoko's play, because there was a difference between Kotoko and Haas. The difference was Steve Mukwala. So when things are not working for him, Kotoko struggles. Or divided attention, try to win the Go King national assignment in the course of the week. So over divided attention going to today's game. So once things are not working for Steve Mukwala, I know Kotoko will struggle in games like this. And
sometimes when you have a penalty and your player misplaces it or kind of wastes it kind of brings a lot of disappointment to the players. But
it dampens their spirit.
Yes, but I think Kotoko is a big club. They should be able to come out and then fight for the point. But I don't remember the last time Kotoko were losing the game at halftime and then they coming back to equalize and then go on and win. And that is why I feel that Great Olympics would probably get a point from this game.
So what happens in the second half? Quick one. Do you think Great Olympics can hold on?
Yeah, they should be able to hold on. They played better. They've held on to the ball. They've possessed the ball better. They've created better chances than Kotoko in the opening 45 minutes of the game. And they have something to hold on to, which is the 1-0 win. And knowing very well the position they find themselves in, they have to make sure that they protect that particular lead. If for nothing at all, they should come back to Accra with this particular point, because their next game is a derby game, the Manchester derby against Asante, and they want to go into that game knowing very well that they've beaten Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko. But it will be a very tall order, because I will see Kotoko improve. Postman Ogum will tell them, you know what, yes, we are 43 points, but we are not totally out of the relegation trouble. And maybe they might also be aiming for the top 4. So Olympics need to defend well. I don't think they will change that much, but I'm sure that should we get into the 70th minute, if Kotoko having equalized, they will try and sit deep and defend the lead.
What do you think will be the halftime talk for Orlando Wellington? What would he tell the boys? Because Olympics are in a comfortable, not a comfortable situation, but they are in a good situation at the moment.
I think they should play their normal game.
Okay.
Personally, when you play a normal game, Kotoko coming back to win by 2 goals to 1 is going to be difficult. pressure will be on the other opponents, especially Heart of Lions, you know, Dreams FC, Karela and the likes to get a win in their respective games. But once you are leading before the first 45 minutes, you know, when you do things well, you know, one fair man cry will be a draw. But when you look at the situation like that, it looks like Eric Zeze is a little bit missing in the game. Maybe in the second half, the coach will introduce Bernard Sumwa, so that Bernard Sumwa move to the left side and Babaya comes behind the main, you know, center forward. That could work things for Asante Kotoko. So I think Eric Zeze is a little bit quiet in the first 45 minutes I've seen.
Okay, so the second 45 minutes, it's about to start the Dr. Kwame T Sports Complex. There you see Asante Kotoko players.
So I'm going to your rent now, better not me fee. Oh.
Hey, start time say, a new concert sika wuti ya TV no. Ni boy ya den eche wudanka.
Oh, prepared NASA.
A new concert sika wuti ya TV no. Ni boy ya den eche electricity bills.
He's done well to keep that in.
Dad, school fees.
A new concert sika wuti ya TV no. Ni boy kwa ya den eche school fees. Start times die. Yet ya siya pa. Ye never pay TV ya. Ye wone ja form emo biye timi shere ni swade. Enti obiye timi hwebi. Ubetime ja onkwada nyina dia ma Start Time TV. Esan say, enti me memma nkwada ni achi. No wo suo die.